gets hard, it's gon' get hard. You gotta keep striving. But you gotta keep striving. Through the fears and the loss, so the tears won't turn off. No, here's your heart's cry. Hold on to his words. Lean on him. It gets better by and by.
The toughest war you ever face will be domestic. It's elementary, it's been this way for centuries. Cold War was raised against our seed. Take off them blinders, you will see. That it ain't about them gas prices, it's all about who whip the nicest. All about them deals on bundles, Harold Fleet don't make them up. Face beating red bottoms, dead beats we hear about them. Fitted up from head to toe, but never at their children's door. Wonder why they dying by the dozens, but it's simple, yo. Just listen. It's time we stop ignoring facts. It's time we take our family back. Fix the root and then attack. Stop making moves without a plan. Control emotions, then we stand. Calling on my kingdom men to come together. Take this land. We gotta fight, our future depends. Get the head back in order, cause that's where it begins. Invest your all into your garden, water the roots to the end. Nurture the family tree and let the fruit feed all men. Just listen.
Know this life gets tough, said you gotta keep fighting. And even though it gets hard, you gotta keep striving. Through the fears and the loss, so the tears won't turn off. No, he hears your heart's cry. Hold on to his words. Lean on him. It gets better by and by.
And to my queens, I see y'all in a different way. It's more to y'all than posing.
Hello, everybody. As you can see, I am not my husband, but I am here for a special episode of A Mile in My Shoes. So every episode is special, but this one is a little more special to me because I will be interviewing my cousin, Miss Tiffany Michelle Briggs. And she's going to tell her story, a powerful testimony. So you guys, look, as my husband would say, get your popcorn out, get comfortable, tune in, stir up some questions and comments as we walk a mile with Tiff.
In my shoes.
Hey, Tiff, how you doing?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you?
Good. You ready? We're going to get into it.
Yes, let's go.
So look, feel comfortable. You can start wherever you're comfortable and you can share your story. We'll have some questions and comments along the way. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'm excited.
Well, first of all, I am so excited about this platform. When your husband, Brandon, which is my family, got this platform together, I have been watching it, and I was just like, man, those people, they have really been through it, and you look at them, you just don't know, and I kept watching it, and God just told me, Tiff, you need to share too. Yes. So I just called Brand up and I was just like, Brand, do you think it's okay? I know I'm not a minister. I'm not a really good I'm not a good person to be speaking in front of a lot of people, but I would like to share my testimony with some people to encourage them about their health and how it encouraged me to be a better person with my walk with God. So I wanted to share with you guys about my testimony, how it started as a test with me as with my ovarian cancer stage 4. So I was just living my normal. I had been having just a regular cycle. I thought that everything was just normal with me. And all of a sudden, I had a conversation with my cousin Lisa, and she said, Tiff, that's not normal. I was having heavy bleeding. I was chewing ice every day. It was just like something that I just had to have in my everyday as I went to work, as I was a mother, as I care for my family. So she said, Tiff, the bleeding and the different things that you're doing with your health is just not normal. If your doctor is telling you and just giving you pain pills, that's just not a normal thing for a female. So she referred me out to her doctor, and I went to her doctor, and immediately once I went to the doctor, he immediately scheduled me next day to come back into his office to have a procedure. And I was just like, Lisa, I went to him and, I don't know, but he wants me to come back tomorrow and he wants to scrape my cervix and he wants to see what's going on. I said, I don't know. She's like, well, let's just go with it. He's a real good doctor. And, so at the same time, I was scared, but I went by myself. I went to the appointment. I was actually I was his last patient. And so it was just nobody in the office. And so I was a little nervous. So as I went in there, he scraped my cervix and he just got angry. And he was just like, he left the room and I could hear him on the phone with other people calling. And to this day, I really don't know who he was talking about, but I was scared because I knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
So from that time, he came back and he told me, he said, I'm very upset with your other physician because you have a tumor. And the tumor has been bleeding for quite some time, and we have to remove it ASAP.
Wow.
So at that time, I didn't know what size it was or anything like that. So here we go. I had to tell my family and everything. So I think that was like on a Wednesday. I had surgery like that Monday.
So you didn't waste time.
No. So there I go having surgery, and then you have to go do all the lab work and all this stuff. And so make a long story short, I had surgery. They told me and my family that the surgery would be like maybe 3 to 4 hours, but my surgery ended up being almost 6 hours because once they got in there, I had a tumor of a grapefruit that had reconstructed the lining of my stomach.
Wow.
So they had to do reconstruction of the lining of my stomach as well as removing the tumor. So once they removed that and they gave me a full hysterectomy, because I had to sign papers to make sure, that I wasn't going to have any more kids. I was in my 40s at the time. So of course I wasn't having any more. But I went on and I had the surgery, and I made it through. My family, my son, everybody was just worried because, like I said, it was a long time. Everybody in the hospital was gone. It was just darkness. It was just really scary. So make a long story short, after I got through with my surgery, God, got me through that. And, that was the easy part.
Yeah.
So once you go back to the doctor after healing, you go back to the doctor. And then that's when they tell you what
they actually found. Oh,
man. Yes. So when I go back to the doctor, they tell me, that they did find a tumor which had cancer on it, but God spared my life and kept all of the cancer on this one huge tumor. So none of my lymph nodes were filled with cancer. So, but being that I was stage 4, which they told me and my family, which is the highest that any cancer could be, they told me that I had to start treatment immediately so we can make sure that it doesn't come back in any of my lymph nodes or maybe in the future.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God. So at this time, Your faith is tested.
Yeah, and the facts that it happened so fast. It seemed like everything
Yes.
was like from one to this to this to this so fast.
Yes. You don't know if you're going to live or die because of all the odds that they're giving you. So I'm angry at God because I'm living this life that I won't say I'm perfect, but I was
Yeah.
just I thought I was living a healthy life. I was going to church, just trying to just do the right thing, and then here I am with this cancer. And I'm just like, okay, I
Yeah.
just know I'm not going to make it. So anyway, I was angry for about a week because
Yeah.
I was mad at God. I'm just like, why me? Why
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiff? I don't do nothing, wrong to anybody. And so I was giving up. I was just ready to have the not ready to have the surgery, but ready to do the treatment.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows, the treatment of cancer is really what kills
Gross.
you.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part. So I was just like, my mom then was worried about me because, my attitude was just totally like giving up because, I just didn't know if I was going to make it because I felt bad. And so, anyway, I have this other cousin. Her name is Nikki, and she
Shout
came
out to
over.
Nikki.
Yeah, she came over, and she is a true survivor of breast cancer as well as her mom. And she got in the bed with me, and she said she whispered in my ear, and she called me the B word, and she said, "Look at here." She said, "You got two options." She said, "Either you're gonna live or die." She said, "By you being mad at God, it's not going to get us through it."
Mm.
She said, "Where is your faith? Don't you know where I am and how God has where He has brought me from?" She said, "You need to get up, get yourself together, wipe away those tears, and watch God work."
Oh, wow.
And she did not say it in a fearful way. I mean, she was just very firm, and
Yeah.
she meant every word that she said.
She
And
came
I
with the
looked,
lion.
oh yeah, and I looked at her, and I was just like, "Hey," she called me I was just like, "Whoa," But it was. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I took it in. I'm still not. I'm still kind of mad at God, but my Nikki Poo, we always go through things
Yeah.
together.
Look, she
And
spoke she
so,
spoke life to you in an uncanny
yeah.
way.
And so I just kind of like dusted some
Yeah.
stuff off. And, I was just like, okay, here we go. So I went through my cancer, and y'all, it was not easy. I lost every strand of hair on my body. I couldn't taste, everything tastes like metal. It was hard. It was hard. Some days I couldn't get out the bed. Um, it was just a very, very scary thing for me. And, just trying to work and pay bills and, just trying to keep things flowing, not knowing,
So
how I was.
you were going through chemo and you were still working at the time.
Oh yeah, but my job was always saying, "Tiffany, what are you doing here? Aren't you going through chemo?" I'm
Mm.
like, yeah, but I had to pay bills.
Yeah. No option.
I had exhausted all of my FMLA, with my hysterectomy. So, God never ever failed me. I mean, He simply just kept things so smoothly, and I was able to just go through my treatment, go through all of my doctor's appointments. All of my family members took turns in taking me back and forth to the doctor because I felt like I wanted to drive myself until after the second. And
Mm.
then my Uncle Dwight was like, "It's okay, Tiff, I can drive you."
Yeah.
But everybody, what people need to realize, family is very important when you
Yes.
are going through a scar in life. And it is so important to stay close to your family. And I don't know where I would be without my family.
Oh, that makes a big
So,
difference.
yeah. So anyway, I got through the treatment. It was very, very invasive, y'all. Just to kind of go through it and going to doctor's appointments, and all you see is elderly people in there, and
Yeah.
you're the youngest, and they all just look like they are just about to die. And you're in there and you're fighting, and it's just very disencouraging.
Yeah.
But God, He just always kept me encouraging them. I would be in there talking to them, encouraging them, even though I was sick, I still would be in there laughing and talking with them, just trying to get through it, y'all. But I just wanted to come on here today just to let y'all know that that test of faith that God gave me, it only made my life much clearer.
Yeah.
And I always studied, my Bible. I read my Bible, not like I should, but, I went to church, but it was just a test for my testimony, just to make my path just a little bit clearer. So
Yeah.
the scar that I have from my that I have on my body from my chemo, which is the little thing that they put under my skin. I always look at that as motivation when
Yeah.
I get dressed every day, because it just shows me my integrity. It shows me that the wounds were only, broadening,
Yeah.
and opening up for me to be a better person and to go out and help others and encourage them to always make sure that you keep your health and pay attention to your body. And it's
Key.
just really, yes, it's just really how important it is to do that. And so today I am 5 years cancer free, and my faith in God is just, it's powerful. Things that I used to struggle with on how I was going to make it, I don't worry about it anymore, because I know it's already done in the eyes of
Yes.
God.
I think
Because
life changes whenever you face something like that. Like your
yeah,
whole
it really
perspective
does. It
is
really
different.
does. But you hear about people going through things, but when you
Mhm.
actually go through it, it's different,
Yeah.
because you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna pray for you, oh this, oh that, but when you're actually in tune with a struggle and a hump in life, it's different.
Yeah.
And I'm just here today to let everybody know that it's not about your age. It's not about the type of life you live, how good you are, and how obedient to the word you are with God. It can happen to you, is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So, being that, with that being said, I just wanted to come on here and let everybody know that I am cancer free, stage 4 ovarian
Yeah.
cancer. And, I am just so excited to be here, you know, and, uh, and if anybody else, have any questions or anything, they are feel free to ask me, because I would like to help anybody that needs any type of question that might be going through something, with their bodies that they're not sure about in that area or something like that. So,
Well, I could tell you this one thing that I was thinking about when you were talking. In the Bible, we all know the story of Job,
mhm,
and in the Bible it describes Job as a perfect and upright man
mhm,
before he ever lost the things that he lost, before his body was touched. And
right.
it's like he went through all of that, and but at the end he said, like, now I see God. It's like you see God in a different way.
So much clearer. It's so
Yes.
much clearer. And, I used to have, depression and I was just like, like I say again, I was angry with God, and I was just like, why am I'm sitting up here bald headed? I didn't have no eyebrows. I'm just like, oh my God, how am
That's a
I
whole
gonna
other
bounce?
thing because you're losing yourself in a sense. So how
Yes,
you see yourself,
yes.
you know?
And so, it was just totally, it was hard,
Yeah.
and now I'm just so thankful for that struggle,
Yeah.
because oh my God, just being a single mom and going through, challenges with that, and I overcame that with him and, with his, his dad and, all the other things that come with life, and then you come on with that, now I just feel like I'm undefeated, like
Yeah.
I'm superwoman,
Nice.
like
Yes.
I can encounter anything now. God has made my faith, just so strong now. Now I just feel, I mean, I know God is not finished with me yet, but I'm ready for anything, that comes my way. I know how to handle it a little bit more, and I just know that everything will be okay because of my faith and my struggles that I've had in the past.
Absolutely.
So, yes,
Now tell me
yes.
this, Tiff, what was it that broke for you with the anger? How did that kind of settle itself? How did you settle yourself with that?
Well, like I said, with the anger part, I never ever thought I would ever be mad at God, because I've seen Him work,
Yeah.
but it was just I was trying to be a vessel and trying to be obedient, not to say I was perfect, but I'm just saying I was trying to walk the walk with Him, and then here He comes making me go through such harsh,
Yeah.
struggle. I
Yeah.
was just like, dang, man, why I gotta do this,
Yeah.
how am I gonna go through this, So, just with, so I was just I was just so down, and I was just like, how am I gonna get through this,
Yeah.
But that's where my anger just came in, and like I say, when Nikki came and just got me together and just told me firmly, this is how, because going through something like that is mental.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Absolutely.
What people don't realize when I say mental, it's mental. Whether you want to live or die, it's
Yeah.
all mental. If you want to die, you will die.
That's
So
true.
if you want to live, you got to think it.
You preaching.
So, yeah, so I had to think it, and I had to get my mind aboard on the will of God and know that He had my back. And
Mhm.
that's why I had to get out of the anger part. And so once she got me together and told me that, I knew then that I was good.
Yeah.
I'm still scared. I'm not saying I wasn't scared, but again, the chemo is very invasive. So, I just want to encourage, anybody that's going through anything, just know, it's just a bump in the road for you to be a better vessel of God. And that's where I am now. I'm happy. I'm loving life now more. I'm loving my family, even more. It's just really a joy to live now because you know that
Yeah.
somebody got your back that's not temporarily,
Absolutely.
and that is God.
Amen.
So, again, I'm not the type to talk about the scriptures in the Bible and all of that. I'm so sorry, but
Well,
you
you got to
know,
look at it when you have a testimony,
yeah,
the
I just
scripture in action,
yeah,
you think
yeah,
about it
yeah,
in the time where they were
yes.
living the Bible, they didn't have the Bible, they were living it.
Yeah, yeah. So, it's hard, y'all,
Yeah.
but I just want to encourage anybody, if you are going through anything or any struggles in life, just to hold on and have faith and just know He is there and He will see you through, you know.
Amen.
So,
Now,
yes,
let me
yes,
say this,
and
people
yes.
been blowing up the comments, so I have to give some shout outs to some people I see.
Okay, go
Right?
ahead.
We have somebody named for Willie
That's
Montgomery.
cousin Bill. That's cousin Billy.
Oh, that's cousin Billy. Hey,
Yeah, that's
cousin
her real name.
Billy. Really? You see that? We got Auntie. Auntie been preaching.
Oh, she have. Oh my
Yes, my
goodness.
mom. Hey, mom.
Hey, Peachy.
We got Mr.
Hi,
Floyd.
Floyd.
Hi, I
Hi,
saw Aunt
Floyd.
Sherry in there. We
Hi,
have
Bishop James.
Bishop
Thank
Gardner.
you.
Yes. So we have some people,
Yes.
Brother
Thank you,
Roger.
Brother Roger. And Sherry.
I want to say too, Sister Pat. Hey, Sister Pat. I
Hey,
want to
Sister
say too,
Pat.
just one of the powerful things. Oh, Mama Deb. One of the
Hey,
powerful
Mama Deb.
one of the powerful things that you're saying is about a lot of people don't understand that being mad at God is a thing. It happens.
Yes, it does.
But God can handle even your anger. Even
Right.
when we're upset with him, even when we're confused, even when we don't know what's going on, like he still knows what's going on and he's still walking
Yes.
us through that. And so it's
Yes.
okay to have that conversation with God and be like, God, I'm mad at you. I don't understand.
Yes.
Because he knows where he's taking you. He knew that you were supposed to give this testimony. Who knows
Yes.
who is going to change or who, even when you said you were doing chemo, God might have had you in there just to encourage somebody who wouldn't have had encouragement.
Exactly. So it's just something that, a different struggle for each of our lives to make us a better person. And I am so thankful. I am just so thankful. I wouldn't have lived it no other way. I'm thankful for the cancer.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I went through it, because, it is just, it just enlightened and opened, make everything else so much brighter.
Right.
And, and it's just, everything is just so much understand, I just understand life just a little bit better,
Yes,
so
absolutely.
yes.
And let me tell you, there's another part of your story that I wanted to highlight. Like, shout out to you
Okay.
for pushing you to see a different doctor. But also too, sometimes it's so important, even as women, as Black women, that we advocate for ourselves, even with our doctors, because sometimes not having a
You
doctor that
think that
won't,
a doctor, because they tell you
Mhm.
what to do, that it's the right thing.
Yep.
But your sister is not one of those people.
Yeah.
And she got me together and she was like, I don't think so. You're going to
No.
another doctor. So we went to Dr. Irwin, and Dr. Irwin, he's not in practice any longer, but he was hot. And he got right on it. And I'm just so thankful for him, as well as the doctor that he referred me to, which was Dr. Fromm. And they were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome.
It's
And
the thing though that a doctor telling you okay can be that you're okay can be more risky than a doctor giving you bad news because you're okay. You're
I
okay.
know,
You're okay.
I know. And look, I have been going to my OB for years,
Wow.
thinking that I was just having my yearly every January, February. I was routinely, that's all I did, was just go every year, have my routine well woman. So I stayed on top of my health. I
Yeah.
thought I was, but that doctor didn't pick up and didn't listen to what I was telling them about my heavy bleeding, and just took it for, just
Yeah.
didn't take the extra precautions to check my cervix.
Wow.
So, if it's okay to get a second opinion, basically, because if you're still sick and you're still not feeling well, it's okay to go to a different doctor, because they could be wrong as well. They're
Yeah.
human.
Absolutely.
So, my cousin Lisa, she is a very, very good source in my life, and I'm
Yeah.
so thankful to her. And I'm quite sure she gets you together too, but she gets me together quite frequently. She's in healthcare, and so we are just, it's just really, family is just really, really important to me in my life. And I strive, and as Brianna will probably can tell everybody, I do everything for everybody else except me. But family is important when you go through sickness. You know, nobody's going to be there for you when you're going through. Nobody but your family. All those so-called friends and everybody, they didn't call and check up on me like my family was there, you know. So it was a few of them that checked on me, you know, but
And not as many as people who
yes, all those, you
yeah.
know, people that you, my best friend is no. The family is your best friend, you know. Then now they do have some friends that, you know, I won't say that, you know, there are people that are friends that will be there for you in the time
But it does
of
shows in times like that.
yes, you know, because you know you're walking around with no hair, you don't want nobody to really see you, so you're trying to figure out, you know, how you gonna rock it, you know, without no hair, no eyebrows, you know, your face is kind of puffy from the steroids they give you, you know, so you won't have any allergies. So you're funny looking. So your family is there through all of, they
Yeah.
see all of that.
Yes.
So that's who you need. But Brandon, I'm so thankful for this platform that you allowed me to come on and share my little story. I'm quite sure it's probably nothing to some people, but it was very hard for me to get
Oh, look,
through.
powerful. And it's also showing that
Yes,
God is still a healer. So people
yes,
you may not have cancer, but you know,
yes,
people out there who are believing God for healing and
yes.
you
It
know,
is. It
just
can
to know
happen.
still doing it. Absolutely. I want
Yes,
to take a second just to encourage you guys. I need y'all to share this video because
yes.
we need
Hit
some
that
people to
little
hear this
button.
powerful testimony.
Yeah.
We need people to know that God is a healer. And
Yes, Brother Roger, you are
YouTube,
so right.
yep.
Yes.
Even if you're on YouTube, subscribe.
Please share. Yeah, I just want to help
Oh yeah.
others.
Get the
Yeah,
word
and
out. We want some people to hear this
yes,
testimony.
yes. But thank y'all so much. Hey, Peachy, thank you. But yeah, thank y'all so much for having me. And I just look forward on how where God is leading you and Brandon with this platform, because I know you guys are encouraging others and strengthening them in the ways that God needs to be, because the world is just so corrupt right now. So we really, I'm so thankful, you know, that you guys are using this platform for that reason. So
That's what it's all
keep,
about, man.
yeah, just please keep doing what y'all do, and whatever I can do to support you guys, y'all know it's done. So I love you guys, and if there's no questions,
Look, Brandon put on there, drop some hearts. Look, we want some hearts.
oh yeah, I love hearts, y'all. I love hearts. So
Yes, drop some hearts.
yeah,
If y'all enjoyed this testimony, look, show your love, drop
yes,
some hearts, give a share.
yes, please
Um,
share.
yeah,
Yeah,
get the word out, man. And look, y'all, I'll
yeah.
give y'all the title. Y'all could even title it. Look, God is still healing.
Yes, he is. And I'm still fighting. I'm still
Yeah,
fighting because, you know, you still got to get tested once a year.
yeah,
So, you know, it's still a struggle.
yeah.
So, I have my family to keep pushing me, and, you know, and with encouragement from them, and then the way that I can see clearer, it's just a piece of cake when I have to go get tested now. So
Absolutely.
yeah, but thank y'all so much. Bye.
Bye, Tiff. We love you.
Love y'all too. Bye, Brand.
Bye.
We love y'all, everybody. Look, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Again, keep sharing. Um, get this wonderful testimony out, man. God is definitely a healer. As y'all can see, cancer is not stronger than God. You know, we know that death is a part of life, but if God says it's not time, your time, then it's not your time, you know. And so we just thanking God for that testimony. And look, I just want to encourage you guys, if you have a story a life story. It doesn't have to be like anybody else's story who's come on. That's one thing. Some people like, well, I see this story, I see that story. It doesn't have to be like anybody else's story. Your story is your story. And guess what? It can touch somebody. So if y'all want to be a guest on the show, I need you to inbox my husband on Facebook. His name is Humble Joe. And find him, look him up, inbox him. You can even inbox me, Brianna Breezy Spriggs, and we will get you scheduled to come on here and tell your story. We are basically just trying to let people know and just give people encouragement that, hey, what you're going through right now, somebody overcame it. You know, every time I hear a story, I'm literally blown away because of the things, because you know that God is real, but also too the strength that people can possess throughout their lives, you know, and how they can walk through things and be so strong and to hold it together and to make it through. And you just need that reminder, man. I'm listening to Tiff tonight and I'm just so encouraged because just, you know, God is just that good, you know, and just to see her be able to overcome lets me know that the things in my life that I might be facing, guess what? I can overcome too. So y'all just keep sharing. I need y'all to also go to YouTube and subscribe, because that helps as well. Share with your friends, tell somebody about it. If you're a little shy and you know a friend, tell them to come on. You know, if you know somebody, man, they have a good testimony, they have a good story, tell them about it, you know. And so I know I can say this on behalf of my husband that we love y'all. We appreciate everybody for joining us. And look, we looking forward to the next one, y'all. How many of y'all looking forward to the next one? Drop some hearts if you are looking forward to the next one. And Sherry, I love you. She said, thank you for sharing this, Tiffany. We love you. Yes. Y'all, I have the best family ever. I just want to say that. So yes, we're going to go out with some music. Y'all enjoy these tunes.
Pictures
and
on your
song is Keep
Facebook page. God given power to uplift a man, to make us slave, speak life into our dreams, or tear us down and watch us fade away. Know your position, cause you're vital to the family structure. No replacing any mother. Careful how you treating love. Elegant, heaven sent etiquette is like no other. Her love is better than buttered biscuits right out the oven. Know who you are, don't let this world define. Shape or mold you, God's daughter, queen of nations. There's no box to ever hold you. Life creator, womb protector, heaven sent, love injector, backbone, best gift ever, worth more than hidden treasure. I speak life, cause this world is trying to turn you cold. Replace that heart of stone with flesh. We need your love to make us whole. Take back your crown and hold us down. Together we won't fold. Get back to love how God intended. Change to make this family.
This life is tough, said you gotta